Kimberly Menster, your Citrus County Veterans Service Officer. Today we have David Hunt and Larry Salter from Operation Outdoor Freedom. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
So Larry, tell us a little bit about your experience with Operation Outdoor Freedom before we go into what it is.
Well, the best thing about Outdoor Freedom that I found is when I was depressed and in the house and sick and didn't want to get out of the house, and these people, a friend of mine told me about Outdoor Freedom, and he told me to sign up, so I did, and I went on 2 hunts, and I found out that it was the best thing I'd ever done, and it got me out of the house and made me feel like a whole different person. So since then I've been full force behind them, trying to help them out.
And trying to help out your fellow veterans.
Yes.
So David, how did Operation Outdoor Freedom come about? Can you tell us about the organization?
Sure. It started in 2009 with a piece of excess property that the Florida Forest Service had that we didn't quite know how to utilize, and we decided, because of the turkey population, that we'd do a hunt out there. And we landed on doing something for wounded veterans, and from that point on, from the first hunt, we did 3 hunts the following year, 15 the following year, and since then Commissioner Putnam got behind it and passed some statutes, and the program just took off. It's been a tremendous success story.
It's really progressed. Larry, I know you were involved recently with some local Outdoor Freedom programs. So can you tell us a little bit about the local trips that just got done?
Yeah, I became like a volunteer coordinator, and I put together a fishing trip. I got the guys to all volunteer at a time, and the motels, and everybody would just open up their heart to this program. And I got 23 veterans to come in and do a fishing trip, a 3-day trip, and we had an absolutely great time. They fished. They didn't catch a lot of fish, but we had a great time. It was just that's the whole thing, the camaraderie of these guys getting together and talking. It's just wonderful.
I believe you went and saw some manatees too. Is that correct? Did you go to Three Sisters Springs?
Yeah, we had a trip to Three Sisters, and they got to go around the springs and look at all the water. We did have some manatees come in. It was late in the season, but we did have some, and it was a nice trip.
And what was the feedback that you got from some of these veterans about the trip? If this was their first time with an Operation Outdoor Freedom trip, what did you hear?
One of the guys said this first time he'd been out in 3 years, and I knew that was probably true because I had been talking to his wife trying to get him to come to the fishing trip. And a lot of them really need this experience of getting out, meeting with other veterans. It's not about the fishing and hunting as much as it is about getting these guys out and the camaraderie they have with each other. So it was wonderful.
That's remarkable. David, what are the requirements to be considered to join one of these Operation Outdoor Freedom hunts or fishing trips?
You need to be 30% or greater service-connected disability rating and/or Purple Heart.
Okay.
Yep.
What about if you want to take part in the activities? How would a veteran go about doing that?
The best way is to go to the website, operationoutdoorfreedom.com, and register your information and look at the events, look at the calendar. It's you can decide if you want to go far away or close, and just apply for the event.
What if you want to become a corporate sponsor, or maybe you're a private landholder here locally and you have some property that you'd like to sponsor, maybe a fishing trip or a hunting trip on your land? How would they go about doing that?
Well, they would start off by calling our office or our local coordinator, and then we have land use agreements that we sign that the state of Florida assumes liability for the duration of the event. And we also offer your tax exemptions for any of the services that you provide. So anything that you do needs to go through our office or our local coordinators like Larry or our forestry people.
But that's fantastic. There's no liability for the property holder, and there's some tax exemption going on with that.
Exactly.
So that's really a win-win for everyone, isn't it?
Yes.
Larry, what about some local vendors? I know that we had discussed it, and we've got so many great things to do here in Citrus County, and we were talking about maybe getting scallop charters involved, maybe a local hunt. So is there anything you'd like to say to maybe somebody who's watching that wants to get involved and sponsor one of these things? Maybe a hotel wants to donate. Just get a hold of you?
Yes, they can get in touch with me, and there's so many things that could be done in this county. It's a recreational area. So there's so many things, so many people out there that's got things that they can do, whether it be scalloping or fishing or kayaking or just about any outdoor activity these guys would love to do. And we'd love for people to get in touch with me, say they got the availability and they're willing to do it.
Finally, is there any cost to the veteran for this program?
No cost at all. And
Wow.
what's the best part of this program is that all of our events are 100% privately funded.
That's fantastic.
None of our money it goes towards administrative cost. 100% of it goes back to the veterans, but our people like Larry and all of our forestry guys have to raise the money through the community. So it is entirely community-based.
It's a wonderful thing you guys are doing, and as far as the rehabilitation piece for our veterans, and again, giving them back that sense of purpose and that camaraderie, I can't say enough about what the program has done, and I really appreciate the fact that you guys are here talking about it today, so maybe some of our local veterans in Citrus County can sign up and get involved. Again, how do we find out more about the program?
www.operationoutdoorfreedom.com.
Wonderful. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us today. I really sincerely appreciate it. If you have any questions about filing for benefits or filing claims with the VA, please contact the Citrus County Veterans Service Office at 527-5915.